Hello everyone, I'm Chade. Today I am going to talk about the writing argumentative essays, which is the chapter 13 of the critical thinking book. There are four main titles and a lot of subtitles. Before moving on to topics, this chapter highlights the common experience of engaging in heated arguments and conflicts in a variety of relationships. Uh, It acknowledges that despite the ideal of rational discourse, people often resort to emotionally charged arguments. The text suggests that the primary goal of discussion should be collaborate communication to uncover truth or reach consensus. It advocates treating opponents with respect, accurately representing their views and basic arguments on valid reasoning. The importance of avoiding manipulative tactics or emotional appeals is emphasized, and the overall message is that the true success of an argument lies in presenting a thoughtful and well-reasoned case rather than simply winning the dispute. Right now, I'm starting with the first title, Writing a Successful Argument. Uh, this passage outlines the writing process for an argumentative essay in three broad stages: before the first draft, during the first draft, and after completing the first draft. It emphasizes that writing is not a linear process, but more like decorating a room, involving thinking, rethinking, adding, subtracting, and rearranging ideas. The suggested outline includes steps such as knowing oneself and the audience, choosing and narrowing a topic, brainstorming, organizing ideas, crafting an engaging opening, stating a thesis, developing body paragraphs, and concluding. After the first draft, the emphasis is on revision, considering what has and hasn't been written, showcasing the work, editing, and finally submitting the essay. I'm continue with the other title, Before You Write. This passage suggests that spending time preparing before writing the first draft of an essay is crucial. It emphasizes thinking about topic, understanding the audience, and organizing ideas to prevent the panic of writing without clarity. True preparation is seen as essential for smoother and more effective writing. And I'm continuing with the subtitles. Know yourself. Uh, it emphasized the importance of having the right mindset and critical thinking dispositions when writing a good argument. It encourages writers to be precious, accurate, and fair in presenting their case. The passage also highlights the broader purpose of writing arguments beyond academic requirements, such as defending those who are malignant or opposing unethical acts. It suggests that writers should reflect on their opinions, understand their origins, and be willing to justify and support their beliefs. Additionally, the passage advocates for true research on familiar topics and intelligent, rational defense of strongly held opinions. Finally, it encourages a balanced and considerate approach in acknowledging opponents' valid points while defending one's own position. The next one is know your audience. It highlights the importance of considering the audience when crafting an argument. It discourages treating readers as either adversaries or supporters, emphasizing the ineffectiveness of targeting extremes. The text emphasized adapting the writing style to the audience, using examples like talk show hosts addressing both believers and dissenters. It also encourages accepting readers' reactions, spreading counter-arguments, and arguing courageously while representing the audience values. The passage concludes by urging writers to assume an open-minded, fair, intelligent, rational, and human audience, emphasizing the importance of presenting solid evidence, and clear reasoning. Next one is choose and narrow your topic. It provides guidance on selecting a topic for an argumentative essay when the professor allows freedom of choice. It suggests choosing a controversial and interesting topic, even if it's unfamiliar, to enhance the persuasive case. The importance of considering the essay's required length is emphasized. The passage illustrates this with an example of selecting topics related to work for a 750-word essay. It encourages narrowing down the chosen topic or subtopic for a more focused discussion. The text suggests considering unusual or less explored viewpoints for a more compelling argument. In a sense, the passage guides students in thoughtful topic selection for effective argumentative essays. Next one is write a sentence that expresses your claim. The passage advises formulating a clear and the debatable central claim for an argumentative essay. It suggests expressing the claim in a single sentence on a blank sheet of paper. The key is to state its claim directly using phrases like "I think," "people should," or "it's time for." The passage emphasizes that the initial claim is a starting point, and it can be refined as the paper progresses. The central idea is to have a clear and debatable assertion to guide the argumentative essay. Another one is gather ideas, brainstorm, and research. The passage discusses methods for generating ideas in preparation for an argumentative essay. It covers brainstorming techniques, including free writing and structured brainstorming. The structured approach involves listing, supporting, and opposing premises for a claim, encouraging critical thinking. Methods of development such as narration, description, cause and effect, and others are introduced to aid in generating and organizing ideas. The passage emphasizes the importance of thinking on paper and suggests asking questions to stimulate ideas. Additionally, it highlights the significance of conducting research to support the argument with facts and expert opinions. The next subtitle is Organize Your Ideas. It discusses the challenge of organizing ideas in writing and emphasizes the importance of considering the reader's perspective when structuring an argument. It acknowledges that the writing process is non-linear and encourages flexibility in approach. The focus is on organizing arguments using premises, where each body paragraph relates to the central claim and present supporting ideas, various examples illustrate how to structure paragraphs effectively, and the passage highlights the need to address unstated premises or assumptions. Overall, it provides guidance on creating a well-reasoned and reader-friendly argument. The last subtitle for our main title, Organized by Methods of Development. The passage discusses various methods of organizing arguments in writing. It emphasizes the importance of choosing an organizational pattern based on the nature of the claim and provides examples of different patterns. These patterns include organizing by premises, using the problem solution pattern, employing the evaluate pattern, and considering the openness arguments. The passage suggests that combining patterns can often be the most effective approach. It emphasizes creating an outline to maintain coherence and guide the writing process. Overall, the passage offers practical guidance on structuring versus arguments. I'm continuing with the third main title, writing the first draft. It stresses the significance of pre-writing activities like narrowing the topic, gathering support, and organizing ideas for effective argument writing. It highlights key elements of a successful essay, including an engaging opening, clear thesis, organized paragraphs, and a conclusion Flexibility in the writing process is encouraged, allowing for creativity and the development of new ideas during drafting. The importance of subsequent revision is also emphasized. I'm continuing with this subtitle, provide an interesting opening. It suggests various effective ways to begin an argument, emphasizing the importance of engaging openings. It recommends starting with a surprising claim, controversial statement, or attention-grabbing background information. Examples for an argument against boxing are provided, showcasing catchy sentences, facts, statistics, cause, and concession to opposing views as potential introductory approaches. I'm continuing with the other one, include a thesis statement. The passage advises writers to include a clear and concise thesis statement in the opening paragraph of their argument. The thesis statement should precisely state the claim being defended. It provides examples of thesis statements and emphasizes the importance of aligning the argument with the thesis throughout the essay. The passage also highlights that the thesis statement can offer insights into the planned defense or organization of the argument. Other one is develop your body paragraphs. The passage advises writers to begin each body paragraph with a topic sentence and support it with relevant details, ensuring a logical and fluid organization. It emphasizes the importance of coherence, illustrated through examples from Neil Postman's Amusing Ourselves to Death. The excerpt presents well-structured paragraphs with chronological organization and effective use of transition words. It encourages writers to maintain smooth transitions throughout the essay and provides examples of transition phrases. Overall, the passage emphasizes the need for a clear sentence and seamless flow between paragraphs. The last subtitle for our third main title is Provide a Satisfying Conclusion. The passage emphasizes the importance of a conclusion in writing, drawing parallels between human communication and essay structure. It highlights the role of a conclusion in signaling the completion of the essay, reassuring readers that nothing is missing. Text suggests various ways to conclude an argument, such as returning to opening, making predictions, posing questions, calling for action, or sharing a different concluding story. It emphasized against using a generic ending and encourages writers to tailor conclusions to the specific essay. The passage underscores the goal of leaving a positive and fitting impression on readers while fulfilling the intended purpose of a conclusion. It's our last main title after the first draft. The passage advises writers to set aside their drafts briefly before revising or editing to gain distance from their work. This distance helps in identifying errors more effectively by preventing the mind from filling in intended meanings. When revisiting the draft, writers should view it as a preliminary version rather than a final product. The text encourages writers to embrace the revision process, emphasizing that few are entirely satisfied with their initial drafts. The analogy of conversational corrections is used to underscore the importance of refining and clarifying the argument through multiple drafts until it aligns with the writer's vision. I'm continuing with the one of the subtitles. Read what you have written and revise. After writing a draft, revisit your essay with a critical eye, considering both minor issues and larger aspects of the argument. Evaluate it from the perspective of someone who disagrees, questioning evidence, assumptions, and logic. Make revisions to address any identified problems and ensure the overall quality of your essay. The other subtitle is Consider what you have not written and revise. When reviewing your essay, critically examine your ideas and assumptions. Challenge each premise, attempting to disagree and identify areas where connections are unexplored or unexamined assumptions guide your thinking. It is an opportunity to strengthen your defense rather than abandoning your viewpoint. For instance, if arguing against capping salaries, don't just assert that it reduces competition. Instead, clarify why competition is valuable and ensure your readers understand its significance. Make necessary revisions to enhance the defense of your assertions. The other one is show your work. Seek feedback on your draft from someone objective, like a friend, family member, professor, or writing tutor. Avoiding seeking only positive informations and encourage constructive criticism. Ask for insights on clarity, development, weaknesses, and overall effectiveness of your arguments, including the opening and conclusion. Don't shy away from your feedback. It is a sign of strength and intelligence to seek improvement through critique. Even professional writers value external perspectives to enhance their work. The other one is edit your work. After multiple revisions to refine content and organization, thoroughly review your sentences for grammatical errors, punctuation issues, spelling mistakes, and typographical errors. Don't hesitate to seek assistance if you're uncertain about grammar rules. Reading your paper aloud can also help identify awkward phrases or repetitive sentence structures. The last one is hand it in. Good writing is often considered incomplete. It is either published or, in this case, submitted. Your professor, an intelligent and impartial reader, will evaluate your argument based on its strength, form, content, and support. If you have done your work effectively, you can expect a fair evaluation. That's all what I want to tell you today. Thank you for listening to me.